Hi there everybody, it's Andrew at Midas Golf Centre here. I wanted to have a little quick video today talking about the importance of getting the correct loft and the correct length on your driver. Now, I recently had a lady golfer come in with a slightly slower swing speed, and when we looked at it, she was struggling mightily to try and get the golf ball to go further, and she felt like she was having to then take a step back, and by using a 3-wood she didn't feel like she was really gaining what she needed, but the 3-wood was definitely going better than the driver. Now, one of the issues was when we actually then checked the driver, the length of the driver was coming in at about 43.75 inches. Now, the standard men's driver is coming in at about 45. So that's really quite long for a lady driver. And the swing weight was very, very heavy. And the lofting was like 11 degrees. Now, the problem with that is that when you get the extra length in drivers, we've got this issue of the ability to strike the middle of the club face becomes difficult. So there was a lot of sporadic hits. So you're losing a lot of distance just primarily by the fact that the driver is too long and you can't actually get the club back onto the ball squarely. The second thing we noticed is that the launch of the driver was not suitable for her speed. So the only way we can kind of explain it is that if we have like a little bit of a water pipe and there's a certain speed of water coming out of that water pipe, we've got to find the optimal angle that we have to pitch the pipe to get the ball to carry the longest distance. And it makes a massive impact, particularly with the slower speed golfers, if we can get a little bit more launch on that ball, because it's going to help carry the ball further and in essence get the ball to go further. So what we noticed was we actually built her a driver that was about 1¼ inches shorter than what she had, and we put 16 degrees on the loft. So we can actually build through we're now building drivers through components, a company called Wish on Golf. And what we noticed straight away was, one, we were getting more consistency with the strike because the length of the club was correct. But by increasing the loft, we actually were getting it into a window where the ball went much further. Now, I hit a couple of shots on the range here, and what we're seeing here is you can see the difference in the lofting is that when the launch angle, the ball speed is almost identical. It's about 138 and 137. We've got a launch differential though of 13 degrees and 16 degrees. Now, optimal for more regular men's swing speeds is about 12 to 13 degrees. And what you notice is on the 2 shots that we've actually hit, there's almost a 30-yard differential with the total distance just by changing the loft. So sometimes you'll maybe struggle to get that distance that you want, more because of the club that you're using rather than the actual swing that you're making. So you're trying to adapt your swing to the golf club instead of getting a club that's going to be built for your golf swing. So it's maybe something to look at, is that when you're here on the range, have a look at the top tracer. If you've got a swing speed that's a little bit lower, then you should really be looking at getting that launch angle up to about 15, 16 degrees. If you've got a faster swing speed, we want to have that a little bit lower, sort of 12, 13. And it's just trying to balance that off. But you can then really use the My Practice function here at the range to then monitor that. And if you're unsure, please come and speak to us, speak to one of the professionals, and we'll look at how to help you figure out where your launch should be, and is that a club issue or is that a you issue? Is it that the person that's actually swinging it? So have a look next time you're down and see what the launch is on your driver. See if you're then hitting the middle of the driver, and then we can then work from there.